an unraced 4-year-old Plan B. It's by Valoran. There's another unraced, this lad here, he's another unraced 4-year-old by Valoran as well, called Up in the Ante. That's Cedarwood Road. And this is Course Sublime.
Just tell us a bit about how you came to work in a place like this and a bit of background about yourself, Gearoid.
I got the job, it was actually through Ad and the Irish Field for being an assistant to Andy Lynch and to pre-train all Chris Jones' horses. So this is Chris's place, beautiful place. You pinch yourself every morning coming here. So I got the job to that. I was with Jim Bulger. Before that I was running a little yard down Jim Bulger's and for just nearly 2 years, and the boss was very good to me down there and recommended me to Chris to get the job. So I've done a few stints with Enda Bulger as well. I was with him a good bit now, and Martin Brazel, and I was with Costellas in Clare as well, in the Clare Manor originally. So
You talk about your time with Enda Bulger. You can really see that in your training routine, you know, switching it up, going over the banks and stuff like that. It's great to give the horses something different to do every day.
yeah, it is. So in Enda's, they were sticklers for having a routine in the yard. Everything was fed at the same time, and everything was looked after really, really well and done at a certain time. But when we were out exercising, it didn't. He mixed it up a good bit, you know, and kept the older horses interested. And I get back a good lot of the horses from the lads, the proper trainers, we call them, and just regenerates them again, you know, and gets them thinking about other things. So, and it's no harm for the young horses then either to find their feet a bit as well. So we do a good bit of that. Just do 2 horses. You seen the first lot this morning at school, and they're only 2 unraced 4-year-olds, you know. So they're very good. Like,
you can definitely see it must work to their advantage because they were going up no problem at all.
yeah, they love it, you know, and as well as that, the lads love it and I love it. So
Yeah.
it keeps us entertained, you know.
You had a good start to your training career. You met a lot of nice winners. Space Cadet was a big winner for you in the Ulster National. That must have been one of the highlights.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bit surreal. It was behind closed doors, but it was, to win a national is always on the cards when you're going to become a trainer. You always dream of winning some sort of a national, and thank God he went out and done it. Ben Harvey comes into me there. You seen him there this morning. He's a very good 7-pound lamer, you know.
That was Ben's first winner, was it?
He's his very first winner on the track, yeah.
It's not a bad one to have your first on, is it?
Yeah, he had won a point with him in Castdown Gagan, and that was only his second time riding him ever in the race as well, so he gave him an exceptional ride that day. So hopefully now we can go forward and pick out something for him somewhere along the line during the season, something like that again.
Potential star, Cedarwood Road.
Yeah.
He looks very handy, so he does.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's only 5-year-old. He's won his maiden in Leopardstown well, and he won nice and slowly in Naas, not being given a hard ride, I'd say.
Yeah. That was a well-respected horse that he beat that day, wasn't it?
Yeah, Beacon's Edge. You know, over 2 miles as well. Like he definitely get further as well. So I'd say we'll go chasing him this year. I prefer to go chasing him. I think he'll be 5 going into 6. He'll be 6-year-old by the time he gets into the big boy stuff. And he's sure. Listen, he's exciting.
Another really nice horse you have in there is Curse of Blame. Last seen actually running the champion hurdle at Cheltenham. That's massive for a trainer to start now like yourself.
Yeah, raised 152. To get a horse like him is it's out of this world. So we've a bit to build on. He's running he's running the champion hurdle. It was very disappointing for the owners and the trainer that had him guarding, and a few things showed up. So hopefully he seems to be back to himself now again. He got a good break, and Jerry Kelly in Federer has done a little bit with him, and Susan Elliott, my chiropractor, has done a little bit with him as well, and Anthony in the yard there looks after him. So he seems to be back to himself again, and I'm happy with him now. So
will it be a similar campaign, you think, this season?
Yeah, Chris wants to go down that road again and give it another go. And listen, I'd be delighted to be there next March or even at Christmas, see what happens.
And just, is there any other horse in the yard that the people at home can keep maybe an eye on going forward this season? One that we haven't touched on?
Yeah, the horse, he was my first winner actually. Barry Neal won on him at Hunter's Chase down in Clonmel. It's my first winner on the track. Sidetracked.
Yeah.
He's a brother to Q Card, and Gordon had him, and he was just a bit weak, and he wasn't coming together for him. He had 2 hurdle runs, and he won his point for me, and he won 2 points for me. He won his open lightweight as well, and he was second in Hunter's Chase and won his Hunter's Chase, and got a little bit of a setback. He got a bit of a cut there one day, and I was in no rush getting him back, and I had him ready, and the COVID came in there. I was going to give him a summer campaign. He wants to be in a nice ground, but I just pulled the plug on him, so he's back in again. He's a horse now that's keeping the right side. He's a 7-year-old now. He's hard and pointing, and he could be an Ulster National horse next year, or Galway Blazers horse, something like that.
Yeah.
He's a very well bred horse, and in fairness to the owner, she just rang us that time last year and said they'll take time, so in fairness to Chris, if only for I have an owner like him to let me give them the time, it's great.
It's great even to have an owner like Chris Jones invest in Irish racing. He's massive towards it. Like, it's great to see. Massive. He can count them, as I said to you, in 2 hands, the likes of these owners, and they're so important to the industry. It's one thing having all the, like, they're great for the industry as well, don't get me wrong, Geagostown and all these lads, but to have likes of Chris Jones and Loans and all them, they're brilliant. Richie Rich and all them lads, they're brilliant. Well, thanks very much, Gearoid, for your time this morning, and I wish you the best of luck in the season and next year, and hopefully we can see you in the winner's circle maybe in Cheltenham. The help of God.